I love myself some Wind Ranger. Slacks is a Wind Ranger hater, I think, or is he a lover? I followed the
hater.
The hater, okay, Wind Ranger hater. I'm a big Wind Ranger fan. The hero offers quite a lot. It's a hard hero to pull off and play well, but when players do it, it just looks so damn good.
We saw a good Wind Ranger the other day, and it just wasn't enough. It ends up coming up short, and it feels like the Wind Ranger has a kind of history of coming up a little bit short.
Yeah, it's always this hero that owns really hard in the mid-early game, and then sometimes in the late game still, but you just die so easily if you get caught out. Time.
No. So we'll have to see how that does up against the puck. Take a look here over bottom. We've got Faith_Beyond on this Viper, just trying to shut down flyfly over in the top lane with JT on the Timber. We'll see how these lanes go. Is there any one lane that's really popping out at you? Something that you think that will really pop off? Like last game, it was the Alchemist lane up against the Jug. Like, which lane really looks like it can get out of control?
Top lane, as soon as Timbersaw gets level 3, you're getting so cold for the troll and kill him. But yeah, mid lane shouldn't be a whole lot of action. Neither can really kill each other. Bottom. Nope, he's gonna be fine on his shaman. Yeah, I don't think these lanes are the most eventful, to be honest. Like, even bot lane, the Viper is gonna pressure the PL a little bit, but there shouldn't be any kills coming out of there. Early game doesn't look to be very kill heavy.
Might be a quiet game with a lot of farm to be had. Let's see. JT on this Timber. We've seen him successful. We've seen some Timbers that really get out of control. But up against this Viper, I'm not sure it'll continue to find that success as Kaka does spot Ame's Courier and get that last shot in to take out the Trolls. Courier maybe pay for it with his life, but only battery assault. So there's no battery assault in Cogs. Kaka should be fine.
He also has no backup from the troll. Just fine for himself. Timbersaw though, level 3 already. Really when the lane becomes troll. And level 5 is when the lane becomes playable for the...
Right now, leading the CS again is LGD. This is similar to game number 2, and all 3 lanes were going well for them. You've got NothingToSay holding his own up against Emo on this puck, who's looking for redemption with this hero. That last game just did not go well for him.
Yeah, but they had really good answers last game. This game, they still have answers, but not nearly as good as last. He's having a better time for himself. Laning phase will also be easier because it's not countered. And Emo on the hero can do a lot. Bottom, a lot of stacks.
Shackle. Yeah, the stacks are really starting to become a problem. They'll can't first blood, they'll take out Ollie, but the return kill is there. Earth Spike for Kaka to finish off Faith_Beyond. It's first blood, but a trade you're not really happy in making. And they'll put some damage out onto the Shadow Shaman. They did get the rotation as JT. He said he's got that point where he could really feel comfortable and comfortable by himself.
Yeah, that's the power of Timbersaw. Your pulse 4 is free to do whatever you want. You can gank middle, you can gank top, bottom. And it's just really easy with this Timbersaw. There's no danger at all of dying ever. Control. No problem for Kaka.
Would there be a point where maybe Faith_Beyond shows up towards top, or as I say that, Shackle again now onto the Phantom Lancer. They had the break on, and with another Toxin down flyfly into the trees and will escape the grasp of Faith_Beyond and Q.
PL is one of the best heroes against Viper. The doppelganger, all the stacks of poison attack are gone. And in the mid game, of course, you don't really have good answers. PL. Kaka.
Better it be no one's.
Trying to come over with this Lion once again. It's really just spamming this hero. Showing the impact.
Dodge. Lion.
To hell and back again. He has continued to show up in just about every game.
Yeah. Not gonna leave our sides anytime soon. One of these teams is gonna make it to the grand finals, and they both love Shadow Shaman. And get used to it, guys. Silence.
Might see it in every game of the final.
GD, why now pulling the creeper fear away? Just telling you how uncomfortable he is on that top lane. On that throw. Not a correct Kaka.
Yeah, and the Earth Spike. This is not going to be easy here for Innocence to get away because they've got coil available, and that's exactly what they'll use to lock down Innocence and get that kill onto the clockwork. He's gone, taken out again. This is just not the spot you want to be in. Shackle on the flyfly. They've got the hex, the damage in.
No
Is it enough to kill off flyfly? He doesn't have the doppelganger at the moment. Under the tower, getting run down. Fairy fire burning away. And the toxicity from Faithion will take out flyfly. The PL does go down, and Faithion can take over in this lane.
Batman. But yeah, it's a very important kill on that PL. He was getting quite a lot of fun. Now, he's in Struggle City, only sitting at 2.3k net worth. Not where you want to be at PL in this lane.
Structures are fortified.
He'll have to take a lot of space come mid-game here.
Is under
will
attack.
have to make all that space happen, as well as JT. They have the perfect heroes to do it, however, so I'm sure they'll be able to. No problem.
First spike lands on the clockwork again, but he's not really going in. Faithion has made that swap into the top lane. A big bunch of creeps to go and take here for him. He's got to make sure that allow the creep wave to really get denied out. They've got 3 heroes up top. JT going in, looking over at clockwork. We've got the odds around him. They've got the hex on the GT. This is a problem now. Oozer going over. They've got the Dream Core on the 3. Well placed, but not in time to save JT. Emo's over. The Earth Spike misses. Something to say. He's also made the rotation. It's a 1-for-1 that benefits LGD.
Mid-range are one of the best heroes against
Radiant's
the game.
middle tower
It's still
is
not done
under
yet
attack.
though. Emo's still lurking around.
Dire's top
The
tower
tower
has
denied.
been denied.
Faithion hit by the Earth Spike. Cold feet. He's gonna walk out. Just in time, actually.
I'm not sure what Clockwork did there previously. We saw him die there in the river. He pulled the creep waves away, allowing 3 creep waves to stack up. I was just gone from full health. It was kind of like an agent Y play there. Helping out IG quite a bit here, because you should not be losing the tower this early.
That tower is gone. Now they're gonna come over, find themselves. Kaka though, they're right up on top. Power shot. First spike on the 2, and we'll get the kill on the Kaka.
Gone. Bottom. Good for the puck. Arme once again sitting at net worth very comfortably. Building into that battlefield once more. PL is really gonna be starting to become a factor here. Maybe he'll go Diffuser Blade first. Probably gonna go into his Manta style that we see times. Yasha is also very popular.
See what he ends up choosing for his battle here. He's being built for Ame once again. He's not going to have the luxury of that Ag's delivery coming in. No Alchemist on his team, so it's not the jump from like 5k net worth to 10k.
Dire are scanning.
It's a 3-man smoke, but they don't find Ame in the jungle. They place down vision, so they can maybe invade this triangle a little bit later down the line, especially if they're putting the pressure on bottom.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Shadow Shaman will get the kill here on XinQ.
Kill. Viper. Be alright. Wind Ranger picked up the Javelin. That means Timbersaw is a realistic kill. Doesn't have a hood yet.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom
They're taking
tower
another tier
is under
1.
attack.
Mid tier 1 still stands, but top and bottom looking like they're gonna both fall.
Another point.
JT, a lot of damage being taken. He's got the waiting grip, they'll hit the 2-man stun from Kaka with the Dream Core coming down. They get the gun Innocence. They look over at Faithion. Should be a second with the cold feet going over and freezing over this Viper. They get the kill though onto Ollie in return. It's a 2-for-1, but nothing to say. He's out of mana, trying to wind run out of harm's way. He's okay to do so.
Radiant's middle tower
Now
is under attack.
Took off half
An
health.
alright trade. And not really able to survive under the bow of this Windrunner.
Strong arms, of course.
Dire's bottom tower
Q.
has fallen.
Deckle. Power shot.
Power shot doing so much damage. Look at that. Kaka dropping. They've got the chakra going over, trying to catch the shadow shot, but the Wind Rift. They've got the silence. They'll get the kill. They'll end up trading. Nothing to say, still standing. The by and actually stays with Emo, who jumps over the illusion wall. Shackles was then attached to JT, but they've got the Viper Strike on the Timbersaw. They get the kill on Emo. Now they're going to be able to chase JT because he's so slowed up. They'll move forward if they can catch him from.
Oh, he's stuck on the high ground?
He's probably dead, but the Timber Chain doesn't bring him onto the low ground, so he's stuck on the high ground, pushed to the low ground via the cogs, and JT, he'll get run down. LGD, and they get a lot out of this, and they will continue to put up a lead.
Yeah, big misplay here from Emo and JT. Emo orbing in, trying to get the rune, putting himself in a position, just dive freely, and then JT with the missed, what's the name? Timber Chain, getting stuck onto the high ground. Like LGD was already ready to give up and run away, and then they noticed that he got stuck there.
Yeah, once they noticed, they turned around. Maybe still a little bit flustered from game 2. I mean, this is, like you said, a ticket home or a ticket to the finals. Either way, we'll see them with a ticket stub in their hand.
Work, got hook shot. On the line.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Spike
attack.
lands on 2, but the battery is not the damage, even though his hex is enough. They'll get the kill on Kaka once again. They drop down the Serpent Wards, and they should be able to take a tier 1 over mid.
Radiant's
And
middle tower
they still
is
have their
falling.
mid tier 1 standing, so this is big for LGD to open up the map a little bit more for them.
At least they do have the top tower in IG, and they still have their own bottom tower. Good for them. But I'm sure the next Shaman War set is going to take down that bottom tower
Radiant's
as well.
bottom tower is under attack.
It's actually a damage combination. You get hook shot.
Dire's top tower
A
is under
regeneration
attack.
rune, Ice Blast coming through, and that'll fly over the clockwork to get the kill there on Innocence. Now coming around the back, look at that again. Nothing to say. He just has big damage out to kill off Ollie. Ollie can't survive against the Windrunner.
What type of
Radiant's
win
bottom
rate at
tower
this turn?
is
They're
under
all
attack.
popping off every time.
Yeah. It's a hero that's doing quite well.
Maybe Slex was wrong after all.
We'll have to see.
Radiant's middle tower is
We're
under
yet
attack.
to find our answer on whether or not Wind Ranger can save this elimination game.
Troll, battlefield completed now. Going into that raid boss. Palm of the Storm. Going straight to the BKB next. She's the play.
They've got the rod, and they have pulled the hook shot over onto JT. He'll Timber Chain away, but the damage coming in is just too much for him to handle. Faith Beyond gets the kill, and they are now up 3,000 net worth already for the side of LGD.
Yeah, that's just the power of Viper. You get 5 stacks on the poison attack. Your magic resistance is reduced by about 45%. And even a hero like Timber can definitely take it down. Why? A blast miss.
Blast in.
Big stick.
Cogs, all right. But the True Coil is there, so that'll lock him up.
Stick, not gonna save him there. Oh, still untested. Fuse a Blade would really have to do a lot of work here for PL and IG.
I'm not sure it'll be enough.
Kaka going with 4-step as well. They're just kind of lacking initiation until Puck gets his Flick Dagger, which will be in 800 gold. Say. Almost has BKB. Be a very strong power spike for him. All the way from that.
Atos on to Emo. The thing that I'm noticing, if they're going to go to the 4-staff on to Kaka, we usually expect him to have like an Aether Lens or a Blink Dagger where he feels like the initiator, the playmaker, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do that with a 4-step, which I expect him to use more defensively.
Definitely.
Radiant's
It's just
bottom
against the
tower
clockwork
is under
because
attack.
if you get hooked, put into the cogs and the Viper throws his Nether Toxin on top of you, it's basically just a poison pit and you just take way too much damage. So they need a tool against it. Of course, that makes a lot of sense, but as you said, it will be a big problem for its playmaking ability. It will be a lot lower than the last game before that as well.
So it's not really where it's certainly like to be. Sentry ward down that can immediately deward that obs, but now that they know
Dire's
they
middle
have
tower
vision,
is
you can
under
expect
attack.
they're trying to make aggressive play. CLGD were trying to set up for hook shot in, Ice Blast out, that's on Innocence. They've got the finger as well as the kill. They'll get the kill on Innocence and now turn this around onto Kaka. It's a 1-for-1 trade. They do get a stack on the finger. They will trade those supports. And this is again just leaving Ame
Dire's
to
structures
do
are
whatever he
fortified.
wants in terms of farming.
Radiant structures
But
are
here as well,
fortified.
complete free farming now. Diffuser Blade only 100 gold away. And we have seen yesterday against Secret, flyfly became an absolute beast after the diffuser was completed.
So, is that marker the marker we're looking at for
Dire's top
Fly
tower
on this
is
Phantom
under
Lancer again,
attack.
like the defusal, the heart timing, which it was mentioned as in the last game that he played this Phantom Lancer. Is it heart timing again for LGD, or do they have answers to that?
It always is hard timing for IG, but this time LGD has a troll who is one of the best heroes against Lancer. Once he has his BKB and he gets the perma route going on his PL, he's gonna be in big trouble.
There's the diffusal blade. Bounty's being picked up. IG hook shot. That'll be thrown forward, and they've got the two down. But they're in a lot of trouble. Pops the BKB. He is so quickly dispatched. And now they're going to go after Faith Beyond. You see that flyfly gets involved. The second he's got the diffusal blade, he'll get the kill on the Faith Beyond, and they'll look over to take the tier 1 over mid. A big victory for IG on that.
Dire's middle tower
Phantom
has
Lancer.
fallen.
Gets his diffusal. Little bit of a mistake here by NothingToSay. He has his BKB, but he has no wind gun. A lot of physical damage coming out here from the IG side. Ame, careful.
He gets a kill on the Ollie, though. The turnaround will be one for IG taking out XinQ.
1800 gold away from his BKB. That's really when he has a power spike, but they do have AA Blast this game against the Troll Life Leech, so that's why they picked it. We'll have to see if they can make the combo work, though. It's not the easiest spell to hit on a hero with BKB,
No, not at all.
as you well know.
I do. I very much do. So we'll see now. It's Javelin BKB now going back into the Maelstrom. We'll see how NothingToSay kind of goes on from this, because he's kind of falling behind Emo on this puck, who hasn't been explosive in this game, but he's certainly performing way better than the you know, game 2 when he was on this puck. I think he ended the game with like worth.
Yeah, it's really just the lane. Like, if Puck has a decent lane, he usually dominates game. And when Puck gets shut down in the lane, like he did last game, he had absolutely nothing going for him. Struggled quite a bit.
Radiant's bottom tower
push
is
away.
under attack.
Chakram a little short.
FBN. Now you can see they just have no ways to deal with this Phantom Lancer. Sure, Troll is good
Radiant's
against him, but
bottom
what if he
tower
just
has
runs
fallen.
past the Troll into the backline? How do they deal with him? That is exactly why they picked the Phantom
Radiant's
Lancer.
top tower
It's
is
gonna be
under
such
attack.
a thorn in their eyes. Side.
Eyes too. I mean, that would be really bad to deal with thorns in your
That
eyes.
would be very painful, yeah.
Thorns anywhere are really pain.
Dire's middle tower is
Hook
under
shot.
attack.
Now they're going to set up the cogs with the Hex. Ice Blast coming in, but they've got the Shackle with the Serpent Wards. It's locked down enough to get the kill here on Emo. I'll get an interesting spot as the Earth Spike is thrown over onto Innocence. They lock up that Clockwork for a second. They've got the Hex onto the Shadow Shaman. XinQ again got in a pretty cool spot as Innocence falls. The flyfly finger used. XinQ gone. Two heroes down the side of
Structures
LGD.
are fortified.
So 2 kills there for IG, but they lose Emo. And, well, the trade, I would say, definitely benefits
Radiant's
IG a little
bottom
bit with
tower is under
another
attack.
stack in the finger, but you're losing your mid.
Yeah, never feels good to lose your mid, but at the same time, PL's still uncontested. Just feels
Radiant's
like
middle
LGD,
tower
even though
is
they're
under
getting
attack.
kills, they're never getting better ends of the trades just yet. I'm getting a little bit of trade. Anti-style completed on the PL. We're going to this hard next that we always see, but this time around, he doesn't have St. Joshua for the 30% amplified HP rate, so the hard won't be as effective as it was this.
At least not yet, that's for sure. Troll with the Battle Fury into the BKB going Sanj and Yasha next. Wind Ranger going Ags. Lotus Orb has been completed for JT. His farm has been stymied a little bit, slowed down, but so has Faith Beyond's. They're about equivalent in terms of gold.
Illusion!
Sure.
Oh no, Innocence. Spotted in the cogs. Chakramano can get away from this. Emo right on top of this Clockwork. Trying to run away, but the waning rip from Emo will
Dire's
finish
middle
him
tower
off.
is under attack. Dire are scanning.
Not what you were hoping for if you're Clockwork walking up those steps.
You can see LGD's up to
Radiant's
gold, but
bottom
it
tower
doesn't really
is
feel
under
that way.
attack.
Like they're playing very scared. Over all the pro is going to IG.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, they're putting the pressure on. These serpent wards haven't really
Dire
locked down as much in terms of pushing these towers. They've got the Dream Coil down onto Ame. He's silenced the waiting rift. Another toxin right on top of this troll to try and defend Ame as much as they can. Team Chain actually misses, and they could have gone on that. He's got the Lotus Orb. They'll go to the focus fire. They'll throw the shackle that connects to the tree. They still have the control again. This over the ice box coming over, so it looks like IG want to fight this, or maybe push LGD away for a moment. I definitely think IG were thinking about it as they converged around LGD, but thought better of it as they back away after the Ice Blast did in fact land.
You can definitely tell nerfs are part of this game. Like JT, this is the
Radiant's
second
middle
time
tower
Timber
is
Chain
under
killed him.
attack.
Very uncharacteristic. Usually he's spot on with those. But of course, high stakes. Natural to make more mistakes.
A lead for LGD still holding, but it has been going down consistently through the last few minutes or so.
Yeah. The good thing LGD has going for them, the PL will still another item. MKB, the Bristol Blade we'll have to see, because these blinding axes from the troll are very effective again. Usually you need an MKB to really be able to fight, but they still have quite a bit of time.
Smoke used. Doesn't land up big beyond, but they're gonna head towards top. For a second they looked like they wanted to go top. They'll go through mid. Let's see if they can catch
Dire's
anybody
top
over. Maybe
tower
looking
is
at the
under attack.
triangle. It's Ollie in a good position to break the smoke, and they have no idea where that smoke was broken from.
I'm so confused. Like they saw the A in vision, they just kind of looked at him, and they were unsmoked for a good 2 seconds. Then Armor was like pinging himself out. Oh guys, I got unsmoked. They did not go on the
Dire's
A.
bottom
Slow
tower
reaction.
is under attack.
They
And
were
they
probably just
reacted
focused
up
on the
the
triangle.
steps. Yeah.
Well, smoke leading to nothing. Unfortunate.
Rune for the Windrunner. Oh, Wind Ranger going Boots of Travel. So we have the Axe queued up. Now going Boots of Travel. Do you like this pickup more? Obviously, they bring different things to the table, but he's close to the Boots of Travel and probably going to commit to it. Is that where you'd like to see gold be invested?
Personally, like the Axe more, which makes gentle combination with the BKB make probably more sense, because right now you need all the fighting power you can get. Boots of Travel are good. You wanna control the map and pressure the map, but they're being the ones that are being pressured, right? Travel don't make a whole lot of sense, I think. Gotta upgrade your fighting power a bit.
Being built here for Faith Beyond. See if he commits to the Boots Travel. I'd be interested to see if maybe he switches at the last second if he's got the gold and they're not really clashing.
See it now. The gold, and
Dire are scanning.
he's gonna commit it.
All right. Now you got Kaka going back for that Blink Dagger. So yeah, he picks up the Force Staff, going to the Blink Dagger. He's got a lot of space to work with, getting a lot of gold. He's actually the top farm support at the moment. So we'll see Kaka pick up that Blink and be able to be that initiator, be that playmaker that we've seen him on this hero as so many times before. Control moves, but the Illusion Rune gets popped. Not going to help you out. Windrunner trying to land the Shackle. Emo, though, on the run. Not a lot of matter to work with. He does have help from JT and Flyfly over to the sides, waiting in the wait
Radiant's
to jump.
bottom tower is under attack.
Well done by Nothing to Say not to really commit for that, because that could have been trouble.
Radiant structures
Yep.
are
That's
fortified.
the situation very well. Now also can't get the kill. Engages.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Powers here.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom
There's
tower
all
is under
teams
attack.
a quiet pivot.
Radiant's
Just
bottom
fine
tower
sitting
has
back,
fallen.
farming up the carries, farming up the mid laners.
Who does that benefit the most?
It's always tough to say. Like Phantom Lancer Troll is a matchup where if Troll can find the right PL, he can easily take it down in the late game. But it's gonna be so hard to find that right PL. If he kills your backline, then the Troll can't win this game alone, obviously. Kited quite a bit. PL now finished the hard. This is where you go to Struggle City as PSG.LGD here.
To be careful. Clockwork going for the shard, trying to use that jetpack.
Pack.
don't know if it's a meme as much anymore. It feels like Clockworks love this item.
They do. It still just doesn't look like it belongs in Dota, the way like he moves and everything, you know what I mean? More like a flight
Swimming in the air.
Yeah.
It's like those people who use those water jetpacks and they don't know really how to control it.
Yeah, exactly. You go, whoa, whoa, and somehow he ends up not dying from it or exploding, but yeah, it looks really uncomfortable.
See if the jetpack works out for him once he gets it. You got Daedalus being built next for the Wind Ranger, nothing to say. Soon to that shard, so items, if they've got enough time, they can make it happen here for LGD, but you could sense the presence for IG at the moment. Oh, hook shot missing, and now Vizurn picked up by Emo.
Yeah, no power hook this time. Basha picked up by Troll, and yeah, still just fine. Farming.
Arcane
But
power.
this is what happens in elimination games, right?
Sure.
You
Both
find
teams,
yourself being a little bit more conservative.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're afraid of committing a big mistake. Like, if you lose your Phantom Lancer or a Troll in a questionable way, this game can just head. Puck also itemizing into a Lincoln Sphere. You see Emo, usually he would go like Dagon 5 E-Blade, but it's 1-1 elimination on the line, he goes for a Lincoln Sphere. Love to see the change in mindset. 5-man smoke. The high ground.
High ground.
Boom! There it goes.
Will be the one who breaks the smoke, uses that rocket flare, scouts him out. Awkward, throws down the Kaka, actually pushed over Emo, who's gonna have his linkage broken. Servant Warriors are on the funnel spot, over the stairs, they'll use the finger, those over to get the kill on Anderson, so I think I want he's gonna buy back immediately, they're looking over his face, got in front of him with the Ice Blast coming in, and
huge Ice Blast.
land. Shackle, I think, bounce back and do something to say, and back into a tree, but they've got himself the Shackle that's coming in on the Vandalizer, where they're gonna go back, XinQ's nearby, they've got the Lunasaur on him, but it's not gonna help him, flyfly is gone. They look over at JT, they have walked up to Timber, he's got nothing to do here except rattle around as the battery assault hits him, rattles the cage, and will take out JT.
And that breaks motion wide open. I told you this matchup can go very one-sided. PL gets caught up without Manta Cell, gets rooted, gets bashed, he commits BKB ult on Troll, and there's just no getting out of there. Once you're permanently rooted, you're done. You're absolutely done.
So let's watch. Emo initially gets that Lincoln's broken, and Patreon moves in. There's a shackle for a second, but let's see, nothing to say. Yeah, shackles himself to the tree as it bounced off the Lunasaur on the last second.
Kaka
Kaka getting
kicked off.
killed.
Fight
Got
and
the
lose.
Aegis two into the hands of Ame.
Yeah. And now,
Radiant's top
3K
tower
gold lead.
is under attack.
for PSG.LGD.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Really, you know, holding on with the victory there in that fight over mid. The game was starting to slip, and flyfly finds himself getting perma lockdown, and he was unable to do anything.
It did have to buy, we're gonna do the torch though. So those are now prime targets. You kill the clock, you kill the shaman, you're gonna be out of the fight for 70, and it gives IG really a very good chance of just fighting without, because without the shaman and clockwork, there's no one to lock targets down.
And it's
Yeah, you
up.
just have to rely on a shackle connecting, and that is not something that you want to have your only hopes of lockdown be on.
I mean, Troll will have a super supply the next power fight champ.
They've caught the clockwork, finger you, down goes Innocence, dead for 70.
Very aggressive posture here for a clockwork. Maybe he just was like, yeah, kill me now, so next time I respawn, I'm not gonna be dead for 70 at least. Yeah, 5-10 Galaxy Brain kind of play. Warlord. They completed.
Why is that actually been a lockdown?
Puck already has a counter. Is that the Lincoln
What
Sphere?
can I say? Nature loves me.
Phantom Lancer actually went through a Ghost Scepter after that last engage.
Watch this chain.
Oh, Kama. Yeah, lagging, apparently.
See, who can fight through it.
A
Money
prize.
changes
Ah,
hands.
they both can.
Here's the Abyssal Blade.
Troll Water is the right clicker. Continent is the right clicker. They're both gonna be just fine. A clicking in fight.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Game moves in slow-mo. You can pull off your abilities better.
If both teams were not allowed to use spells, like all 5 heroes just A click down the mid lane, who would win?
I don't know. I don't want to guess. I'll get
Tough
it wrong.
call, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it might be the troll.
Well, if it's only just the PL and the troll.
No, all 5 heroes. And I'm saying troll because he has the Abyssal Blade, which blocks 100 physical damage from all the PL illusions, basically, practically making him invulnerable. Because those illusions won't even tickle him, they'll do nothing.
4-man smoke from LGD. Too close to IG at the moment, who are pretty deep on their own side of the map.
Dire's bottom tower
LTP back
is
to
under
base,
attack.
so he is going for that Dagon 5 now.
Makes no sense.
Operation,
Damage output.
yeah, Operation Flat Flap with the Lion, Finger Dagon. We'll see you later.
Finger Dagon plus Ice Vortex. There's a lot of potential magic bursts coming out. But Troll Warlord now has level 25. Strong battle trans strongest spells. Spell stunts. Not hexes though. If he gets hexed, he's in trouble.
For Troll.
Double damage.
Got that level 20 talent there for the Windrunner. So he's picked up the Maelstrom on the Troll. They've got the Psychic Headband on the Timber. Look is, I mean, he's up 4K over this Phantom Lancer. Ame just out farming flyfly massively.
But everybody using the Aegis to fight. The game, there was one fight in the last 6 minutes. Now it's back to just farming again. Although they have an Aegis and a very strong troll. I think LGD is being a little bit too timid here. Aegis is gonna run out without usage.
Unfortunate, but it still gets them towards their next items. We'll see though if that ends up being enough, because while yeah, it does get LGD to their next items, the open space for IG, it does the same for them. And between these next items, that fight is that was very close over near the tier 2 tower mid on the LGD side, but this could be
Radiant are
a tough
scanning.
one coming out without an Aegis now in 20 seconds.
If they catch the troll here, it could just work out perfectly for them. The other way. Runs out of 10. Oh!
They're gonna look over, they've got the finger, and there's the kill on the Innocence immediately. He's dead for 43 seconds. They found their attention on the Ame.
5 seconds.
The Chakram lands, and Aegis will expire without it being used in a fight.
Clock just to land once more. Another finger stack. Now, where does that leave us? Both teams back to farming? You can just really see how different they are in this game 3 compared to the other games.
Yeah, very timid. Very timid.
Roll on a good pace. I think he goes all in, or will we keep buyback?
I would expect him to go all in. I think that's Ame's style.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
always has been. But also backfired quite a bit in the past. So.
That is true. Abyssal almost finished here for the Phantom Lancer.
I'm not the biggest fan of the Abyssal necessarily, because it's still, you can't kill the Wind Ranger, you can't kill the Troll. They will have to just cut the backline, kill the Viper, Shaman, as well as Clockwork. Going in, picking out.
Fusel used just as he blinks away, so he'll walk away from a distance, but still pretty slow. Not gonna matter, they can't catch up to him. They aren't gonna look for the fight, though. They are smoked up. They'll look over mid, they'll use that Dream Coil. They've got the Ice Blast coming over, and that should hit onto the Shadow Shot. He just sidestepped out. So the stun out onto the Windrunner. The Phantom Lancer trying to fight and fight over onto Ame. They've got the King Combine, nothing to say. They're going for Kaka. He's gonna change this line, get the kills now, dominating. They finished off a trade, though, on XinQ, who was slow to start the fight. Flamethrower. Is it enough here from JT? He's all by himself. He'll Timber Chain into some distance, trying to TP out, and will be successful. It's a 2-for-1 as they lose both their supports on IG. There's a fight that they took. Ooh, nothing to say. Spots
He
Emo.
cancelled the blink.
Yeah, he did cancel the blink, but they don't follow it up.
He has to be so
This is
careful
a-
on the Stroll. I've just seen him fight the Phantom Lancer, and he ran out of mana in like 2 seconds. He doesn't have mana for Battle Trance if he gets burned too much. Really turned his fight around to the favor of IG.
He needs to be very careful about how he approaches these fights.
Definitely. Like, he's not the smartest hero to control, only sitting at 1 imp per level. Right-click people, but yeah, 500 max mana at level 26. That's kind of ridiculous.
Like, it really is nothing. He's going Axe now. Yes, it's caught again. And almost shackling himself once more. NothingToSay needs to really be careful with that Lotus Orb. Throwing the shackle shot out, and then it bounces. Luckily, he didn't attach himself to a tree because he would have been dead.
Yeah, it happened a couple of times already. You're right on that one. And even though they had this Aegis fight, or not Aegis fight, they had this Aegis, you know, the gold lead is dwindling more and more in IG's favor. We're now kind of swallowing up the map.
Lancer forward on this, right near the tier 2 tower. They are looking to jump again in the same spot for IG. Game ticking even, 37 minutes
Dire's
in.
middle tower is under attack.
This one hanging on an edge.
Roshan will respawn in 1 minute 40 seconds.
Dire's middle tower is under
LGD
attack.
should be very aware of that because they do have one of their team of cards.
Just getting upgraded, and gonna feel really strong.
That was such a good
Radiant's
step up
bottom
for you,
tower
Kaka.
is under attack.
Sometimes I just can't knock him down, dude.
You know they have a clock on their team, Kaka.
Right twice a day, though. First spike comes in. Ranovatos is going to shackle being used. The iPod's going to come over to the clock. He's got the damage coming in for NothingToSay to rip off Kaka and Ollie immediately. Quick shot was used with the jetpack away, and both supports are gone. However, 50 seconds into Roche is up.
Feels like every fight is the same way. Both supports die, IG runs out with all 3 cores, and LGD is just happy sitting back and farming up some more.
And it's off.
Radiant's
You can't farm
courier
that much
has
more
been
anymore
killed.
though. Troll is 6 slotted pretty much.
Yeah, we'd have to think about what he can exchange, right? Going ag, probably turn it into a blessing and then go switch, but that's like a long ways out. Dream Coil's gonna give enough time for IG to potentially close the gap, but they don't want to go for it.
Nah, they just wanted to bait potentially BKB here, but Armin keeping his cool, not falling for the bait. And who needs boots when you have spider legs?
Radiant's top tower is under
One of
attack.
the best items in the game at the tier 3. Now the tier 4 items are online. We have to see if this Puck finds a spell prism. Be the best pickup for him. Potentially, Timeless Relic would be very good too.
I think Timeless Relic would probably be one of the best ones there for IG.
Yeah. I mean, if IG gets both, then Lion and Puck are gonna.
You gonna buy out on that X?
It is so risky. If he does.
Yeah, he did.
He has no buyback now.
Radiant
This
are
might be the game
scanning.
deciding fight. Why?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Break the smoke.
This could be a big fight for IG on the fact that they're on the opposite side of the map. They're near the objective. Got the Hex to look over. They're going to catch flyfly. They've got the shackle. The Wolves over on him. They've stunned up the Wind Runner, though. They get the kill over on a XinQ. They take it out one. He doesn't have buyback except for 62 seconds. The Earth Spike hitting on the clockwork. Now, starting to put the pressure on the side of LGD. They've got the Viper Strike. They're going to run a XinQ. He's going to silence the Troll. Troll trying to do all he can. He goes into Battle Trance. And now he's going to fight this Phantom Lancer. They've got the shackle. Isn't enough. The damage coming in. He's got the Loser. Will he survive? He goes into the Doppelganger. Trying to run away. The Loser is going to be an upgrade. It's looking likely that he can turn this around. He's going to fall. He's trying to establish a fight. Duel until the shackle doesn't connect anything, but he's got the damage to take out flyfly. Jet back into the air. They don't have buyback on Ami. He's going to be dead for 95 seconds. They'll take out Kaka. It's going to be another one down to the side of IG. Both these heroes have buyback on the side of IG, so let's see if they use it as they'll chase JT. Nothing to say, salvages the fight, and they will commit the buyback. Phantom Lancer, he'll buy back. I think they're recognizing the fact that Cole doesn't have his own buyback. They'll use the hook shot. They're right on top of JT, and they'll get the kill onto this Timber. But right on in is Emo. He's gonna boots travel in, look over at Innocence, whose jetpack runs out of fuel. Emo waiting rip, don't think he saw him. Silent, hiding, no way.
Standing there,
The
this
jetpack
I accept this offering.
it's not a meme
runs
any
out of fuel
longer.
and saves him.
Incoming!
They need to get this Roshan though. They have 50 seconds to get this Roshan. They committed the buyback for it. And this fight was just so unfortunate for the troll. His own Shadow Shaman trapped him inside the wards. He was stuck there for a good 12 seconds. He needed to wait for a spider leg to come off cooldown. His entire BKB duration wasted. And they can't get the Roshan. It was a buyback
No,
committed.
they can't even get Roche. Oh dear, that's real bad for IG. They committed the buyback, which will... What? What's going through their mind that they used that buyback on flyfly?
I am not entirely sure. He bought back. He was kind of chasing a clockwork together with his puck, but nothing really came of it. They tested Roshan a little bit here, gave him a right-left jab combination, but not enough damage to take him down at all. Now he's not working with buyback anymore. And Troll still has his. Granted, he doesn't have the money. He can farm it up real quick.
Let's see. 7K lead. Who will get the next Aegis?
Aegis is so game deciding here. You just see how fast PL can drop once this focus fire is really onto the real PL. Very scary.
Radiant
And it looked
are
like they
standing.
had the opportunity to take that fight. They took the troll, but nothing to say. He kind of goes off, and we saw the power of this Wind Ranger not only in that fight, but we've seen it before in other matchups. You know, specifically the Neon matchup where Yobaj was doing so much damage, just got a little unlucky in the fashion. The axe that he threw on his Spirit Brigade immediately into the finger with waiting for hitting off the troll as well as the Viper. They've got the dagger, they'll have the Ice Blast. They get the kill on the face beyond. He's got 5 dead for 85 seconds. They're not flashing it, so he won't use it immediately. He does have a tier 2 to TP to. But let's see it. This might be the opportunity that IG need to go after Roche.
Symphony of skills there. You're just blasting him from long distance. Nobody really committing. And I'm surprised they had this much damage. I guess Puck now. E-Blade, Dagon 5 completed. He's gonna be an absolute monster in those team fights. They don't have the means to lock him down. They can kill PL maybe, but his Puck is gonna be
wow.
huge problem as well.
They're looking for more. They're trying to wrap. They won't find anybody. Ame, those spider legs definitely help in eluding the other team as well. Like, yeah, you could replace your boots, but just being able to go over the cliff and get out of the harm's way very quickly like that is quite nice. They've got the Hex, they have the controller, use the hook shot, got the Civil Wars around him. Look at the show, the Kaka, they're taking on the line real quickly with the weight we're hitting out of the Shadow Shot as well as the troll for silence up for a moment. He's starting to retreat on GQ. They did use the buyback. They get the kill on Ali. He's going to be dead for 53. He's got buyback as well. And these heroes on IG retreat. It doesn't go right for them. OGD, they put the pressure on and they push them away.
Viper had with the buyback though, but so did Kaka. If Kaka goes down once more, he is the main lockdown for this IG side here. If they can rid themselves of that pest, it's gonna be very hard to lock down.
Flyfly going butterfly next.
This game is so intense both sides. LGD now running into the pit. Roll, no buyback, needs 1,000 gold. Pit, green roll, they die real fast. But Puck is strong here.
Waning Rift, Tree Coil, that lands on 2. The Air Spike that followed it up did not land on either of those heroes. The BKB's already been committed from Ame, so he's going to need to retreat. That's leaving Roche at half health.
Oh no, this might be a huge mistake here by LGD's mate. How are they going to fight now without the BKB control?
They might have to just take a gamble. Got the rocket flare that's getting some vision. They need the timing, they need the lineup for him to go in with a hook shot. The timing's right. And he's going the hook shot. He used the jetpack. He's caught out. Figure no buyback. Kaka with another kill. Does not have buyback. He's gone for 100, and it's looking like you just need to give up this Roche. Something that we're going to take.
And was a questionable decision to begin with. He was still ready to jump in perhaps.
Oh, nothing to say. He wants to go for it. He's trying to get Roche. Roche is out. Agency to my flyfly. Coming out of the trolls. He was rolled back. You know, buyback. He's got remaining 9 seconds without buyback. IG might have just taken this game away from the hands of OGD. And they've got nothing to say. They'll get the kill. Down he goes. 4 heroes down to the side of OGD. IG lose nothing. Oh my, NothingToSay took a gamble and he will lose it all to the house.
When LGD just completely losing their cool over that Roshan. First they bring it to half health, and all the BKBs to run out,
Dire's
then
middle
Clockwork
tower
dies without
is under
buyback,
attack.
and then they all run to the pit to steal the Aegis. It would have been a much better call to just sit back, wait for your BKBs, and just defend your high ground. Sure,
now what?
it sucks that the
Dire's
enemy got
middle
Roshan,
tower
but he
has
might have
fallen.
potentially just lost this game.
A full minute without this troll. He's
Dire's middle
780
tower
gold
is under
short of
attack.
buyback. This is at least a Rax. We'll see how much IG are willing to go for. They
Dire's
have been playing
structures are
conservative, so you gotta wonder how much they're willing to try and take.
Again, these one side, possibly 1.5.
Possibly
we'll have
two.
to see here. But their building damage is not the highest, to be honest. And Phantom Lancer doesn't have most amount of damage here.
Dire's middle barracks are under
Really
attack.
Rax
Great at
gone.
the top.
Rain Drax to follow.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
10k shifting
Dire's
gold lead
top
as
tower
it goes
is
3k
under
over
attack.
to IG.
Yeah,
Dire's top
Now
tower
meteor
has
X.
fallen.
trouble.
Dire's
Wow.
top barracks are under attack.
What a big
They're not
turnaround.
gonna make it in time.
Another toxin down. Actually, they're going to be willing to fight, but they've got Hex coming through. On the shadow from the god, the silence on the toxin is going to bring Ame in to try and make something happen, but they've already lost XinQ. XinQ's gone for a long time as they'll go out on Kaka. Kaka will fall, but he gets a finger out before he dies as well as an Earth Spike. Hook shot comes in. Innocent's gone. Studios in on side of LGD. They're trying to defend, but it's not defending well. They'll have to back up, and this Rax is
Dire's
gone.
top barracks has fallen.
Armor, no BKB now. And we said it, the real problem now might just be the puck. Defense Lancer definitely is a problem. But how do you deal with this puck? You just can't kill him. You don't have the spells to kill him. You don't have the disables to lock him down.
Game like a big challenge now for LGD. IG have done it right, and they have come back in this game, holding a massive advantage 47 minutes in.
Just shows again why Puck is one of the most contested hero in the game. He deals so much damage while just being elusive as... What's really elusive in real life, Peacock?
Octopus.
Tiger. Octopus, sure.
Double damage.
As elusive as an octopus. With his spell prism, he's eventually gonna go into the Octarine core, I'm sure. Phase shift will have like a 0.2 seconds downtime. It will be an incredibly hard task to kill.
Haste.
Emo popping off at your 3.
Yeah, he really is, and we haven't really felt that presence in game 2, but now here in game 3, it is time for him to shine. Want to count LGD out of it just yet. They do have an opportunity to still make this work out. They're almost level 30 on the Troll. They've got 25 on the Windrunner and almost 25 on the Viper. The same could be said
Dire's
for
bottom tower is under attack.
IG, but they've got 28, 27, 24. Wow. Timber's about to get 25 as well.
Number 25 won't be enough attack in this game.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Very big
attack.
for them.
Massive.
Like the Troll. This feels like Troll can never really find his footing in the fight. Like he's just getting disabled from range, has to use BKB very
Dire's
early into the
bottom
fight.
tower has fallen.
And post BKB, how do you fight? Sure, you have battle trance, they have AO, they have lots of stuns, lots of ways to lock you down. And then just
Let's
the problem
see.
Troll late game.
Can they defend?
It is still up there.
Diffusal used to really keep this play back to 7 to Ame. They've got the silence as well as the Hex. They'll use the finger. They've got the Dream Core. They're going to drop down all these guys. Guys, my plants are going to be dead. They'll have 5x. Have a second chance here with Ame. Loaded sword on the Timber. JT trying to get out with the hook shot as he tries to Timber chain away. Well timed by Innocence. JT falls. Kaka's dead without buyback. They did use the Troll buyback. That's not awful for LGD, all things considered.
It's pretty awful because your winning condition doesn't have buyback. Did you see how he died there? Puck blinked in, E-Blade, taken A blast, gone. It's just so easy for them. They can just do it again. Like
They
how
really
can Armor comfortably stay in the front lines now after experiencing that? Must be like a nightmare come through.
Radiant are
And
scanning.
he's not really even standing in the front. He was behind his own racks. I mean, he's getting blown up from a distance.
Behold.
Radiant here is just so good at that. Ice Blast, E-Blade, Hex, Lion Finger. There's just so much damage potential. It's insane. And as you said, it's all from a mega long range.
Just have like 10 stacks at this point on that finger.
No, only 6.
Feels like 10.
Lion Finger plus E-Blade. Silly combination.
Yeah. And they're timing that right. It seems like every time that he does throw that finger out, the E-Blade timing with it has been on point.
And to be honest, I don't know what the troll can really itemize for. Negate that. Sure, you can go A on this, then you're taking up a very precious slot, and it's on like a 2-minute cooldown. Whereas E-Blade Dagon, what's the cooldown on that? 16.4 seconds and 12 seconds. It just makes no sense to buy A on this.
Would it have to be you relying on maybe somebody else to pick up like a Lotus Orb or a Linken's to place on you?
Linken's for sure. Lotus Orb isn't gonna help that much, but his teammates will definitely need a Link. Possibly even a Pipe or something, or maybe Glimmer take it much faster because they do have a couple of Glimmers. But I think NothingToSay will have to focus his Link here on the troll every time. XinQ, he's running out of the base. Why?
Way far out. He's already caught. So far away from the base, and he is gone. He does that buyback. And I don't know what he's doing there, but he gets killed. Dream Coil, they've got the Lady Grip. They're going to go after this Viper. Viper in some trouble. The Dream Coil will not be enough lockdown to get the kill here. 2 catapults, they'll invade the base. They've got creeps coming through mid. LGD need to clean up, and they did commit the buyback on just the poke and prod from LGD.
Now smoked up. He helps the Ninja gear. XinQ. Look for a kill here. They do have a very good observer what's scouting out the Radiant side here. Everyone's smoked up. It's go time.
They're going to try and go. They might be able to find flyfly. They're right on him.
On the field.
Do they have him? Bandwidth! He's out! He's too far! He's gone! Oh no! flyfly, 2 minutes! He's got buyback, but that is a big kill. If they can force his buyback, that is a win condition for LGD. We'll look over at the Ancient Apparition while they'll also find the Lion. Can he get the kill here? He's used that Ghost Scepter. Ali dies. Kaka falls. They all have buyback. JT trying to keep out. LGD have found a way to get 4 kills and clean up the side of IG. Oh my!
Fortunately for IG though, Roshan not respawning for another 2 minutes, so LGD won't pick that up, and they should all be able to respawn here on the IG side. We'll see if Ame can potentially take down a Rex here before they respawn. Very long timer.
Buybacks aren't getting forced, which is something that would really help them out and really alleviate
They
this
have
pressure.
to force it. They know Roshan's not up, they need to force the buybacks, but Puck is pushing in all the lanes. He's so obnoxious.
Radiant's
What do you do
middle
about it?
tower is under attack.
Here I am.
Can't just let this base get pushed in. They need to find a way to get a buyback. Of course, they still have 50 seconds without the Phantom Lancer. They have time to do this. They have time
Radiant's
to push through
middle
mid,
tower is under
but
attack.
they need to be careful. They've got the tier 2. That's going to go down relatively quick. Just NothingToSay working on it right now. Let's see. Vince Pop keeps
Radiant's
this on
middle
for a
tower
moment with
is
that
under
blade,
attack.
but they've got
Radiant's
the tower
middle
gone.
tower
40
has
seconds
fallen.
without the Phantom Lancer. Will he hold buyback? They've got a 2 racks advantage. I'm not sure he's going to even use buyback if they go after the set of racks on
Radiant
me.
structures are fortified.
Scroll does not have buyback. If they like surprise buyback here and kill the Scroll, the game is all over for LGD, and they know that. They're getting bullied out by a single Puck because of the fear of buybacks, man. Oh, they feel so bad. Puck sitting at 10,000 gold, by the way.
Wow.
Like an investment banker at this point.
Going Ag's Blessing.
Yeah. So good. They didn't even have the best tool yet against all the BKBs coming out from the Dire. Now they do. Now the fight is just going to get that much harder. Roll buyback up to 2 minutes. That's what they're waiting for.
That's a heck. That's big.
It is. Glepnir though cannot trigger the Lincoln Sphere anymore. They will have to find another way to do that.
triangle, they're smoked up.
Radiant's
Nearby.
courier has been
They're in the
killed.
roach. Oh, Emo!
Dire's
Spots
courier
him.
has
Dream
been
Coil
killed.
used, and that's with the ad. It's an early Dream Coil. Another goes over the line. Got the finger as well. The Air Spike coming in, and the Ice Plus finds out the Viper as well as the Troll. They're going to try and run over the Viper. The Dream Coil finally not there on him. With BKB popping enough to say they need to find their attention onto the right here. The Phantom Lancers into the back line. Getting caught. Beyond it, they've got the Jackal as well. The Circle with the Silence going to stop these Shackles from holding down flyfly, but the damage coming in. They've got enough to get the kill. He's got buyback, but 3 heroes already dead on the side of OPP. And I'm not sure Onyx can continue to withstand the onslaught that's coming in from IG. They look over, they've got the dagger, they'll get the kill. He's gone for 2 minutes. They'll take out Ancient Apparition. It's just nothing to say here up against the world. IG are chasing. They're looking to get the kill. They've silenced them up, but they can't control them enough. Oh, wow, a big fight for IG, a long
Dire's
time
middle
without
tower is
Ame,
under
and the
attack.
creeps are pushing in through mid. This should be Roche, Aegis, everything there for IG, and another chance to finish off this series and go to the grand final.
Flyfly soloing the Roshan here while the rest of the team smoked up. Potentially looking for a couple more pickups here. This Roshan will at least allow Ame to come back into this game with a buyback. The off cooldown at 1 minute. Massive win, and this BL is just so survivable. They have to throw their entire load on him. He has top BKB, he has top battle trance, and he just has nothing left after that. Kaka, potentially looking for the clockwork here. Clock dies, he has no buyback.
Fire for Phantom Lancer.
Here I am.
And they're already pushing the creeps in. They're letting Phantom Lancer take the Roche by himself.
Dire's middle tower.
He's not
is under
hitting it anymore.
attack.
Hey, fly! He just looks for
Your
buyback, not hitting
shrine
it.
has fallen into the Radiant.
So now they've
Radiant's
got the
bottom
creeps
tower
pushed in.
is under attack.
The courier.
Phantom Lancer axe. Oh, he took it himself. We have never seen a Phantom Lancer axe yet. See if we can put in some work. For those people that don't know what it does, it gives your ultimate an active that just spawns
Dire's
as many
middle
illusions as
tower
possible
is under
with
attack.
an increased duration on all of them. Be pretty effective because they don't have good illusion clear at all. Armor up in 20, buyback available as well.
If he could hold the buyback, that would probably be best for LGD.
Handy though.
Are they willing to go up against Megas?
Looks like they are.
Dire's
Fine
structures
here. Seconds
are
left.
fortified.
Glyph, all right, that's going to be
Dire's
enough time. So
bottom
now
tower
they'll
is
have
under
2 lives on the Troll. The question is it going to matter?
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Only down 7k, all
bottom
things
barracks
considered,
are
but the
under
network
attack.
doesn't matter at this point. It's all just chaos, and we're soon into a tier 5.
We're now back into enemy territory with the Phantom Lancer axe. Kakapuni YouTube.
Trying to come through with the jutsu. With the more down, they're going to go and get the Hex. Lotus Orb on him. 4 staffed away. All right, that works out for IG. Hex on cooldown, going back, looking for the racks once again. Rest, reset, and poke once more.
Here, 5 items in 2 minutes.
Oh, the damage come out immediately onto the Troll, looking with that Dagon as well as the Waning Grip. He silences this damage from the puck has just been too much for them to handle. They go to the Glut near the Manta, gets popped. Broken on the Nether Toxic. Innocence will be first opportunity to jump in, but they've got the Hex on the Ice. It looks like they're going to get the kill on the Clockwork with a finger. And can't go chaos this one. They'll get their attention. Oh, on the Evo! They got a kill on the front. They've taken him out. He's going to buy back immediately. Now they'll go for JT. He's going to man the front line, trying to do something here. Smooth over Ame. He's got him with a flamethrower. Evo's back in the fight. He's right there. But they get the battle trains off. They've got the stun for the BKB top. Throws the shackle shot with the rope throw. Back over on the Zero. So not to say he's in the back for a second. Troll trying to survive this, but getting over over the court. He'll end up dying. He goes for buyback as well. So he's buyback. But you've got yourself Innocence who's out of the fight.
Dire's
95
middle
seconds
tower
without
is under
buyback.
attack.
They'll look over as JT will timber chain away, and I think this gives them an opportunity to go towards tier 5s.
Still cheese on Phantom Lancer, now used, back to full health. Age is still online. Emo has to be a little bit careful here. And it's gonna be a 4v5 fight if they choose to fight this. Tier 5 items in 30 seconds. They wanna go mega creeps.
They want to go megas. They want to at least have that lockdown. They've got flyfly manning the front lines. We've seen how quickly they can blow up these heroes with the ice buttons, as well as the Dagon, the finger combinations coming through. This is tough. Reflected. First spike coming in. There's the finger. There's the kill. Atheon is going. So is Kaka. They both have buyback. They're going to be back into the fight immediately. JP's going to deal with that ghost interceptor, and now he needs to worry about how far he's going in. He's going to timber chain all the way to the back of this base, and he's in too far. He's timber chained too deep. He's going to be dead again. They've got themselves Megas, so all that sacrifice just to get Megas. They look over and up at the same, taking a lot of damage. The no fire comes in, he's picking it up, getting the kill on another. The same again, they've got the Vandalizer, they've got the fucking fire use on the Vandalizer as well. Flyfly trying to turn this around. He'll go after him with the invincible away. They've got the earthquake getting up to the shadow shuttle, but they've got the damage coming out. The Flyfly with the no fire on it again. The double getting out of the high ground. They will to the back line. They've got this is a pirate on the side. He's gonna wear that cap and try to outside of LGD. They get the kill. The XinQ. They look over and up at the same. They've got the figure that hits it. Kaka gets it. Put it on the XinQ right back. Whoa, Kaka got whoa, the big race again. GG! Is there. They're going to the grand final. Oh my god. They forgot about the base. The mega creeps were enough.